All right, this is Jasmine again. So like I said before, don't think it because be mindful that they're from a different country and they will not say it the same way. By being rude is not going to take you anywhere. So be kind. And I think it's just like common sense, but I have to say it sometimes. Another tip that I will also suggest, if you're going to do those wholesale buyers online, which are very common, make sure they're from reputable sources, because again, they can pick up anything and they're overseas. To return this it will cost me probably more than what they ship it to. So make sure that your selection is very, very, what you selected, what you pick, what you say, the signature, everything that you do is done it very well, like the business, all that. Also, be mindful of, since they're overseas, their holidays. Sometimes their holidays, don't think that because they're in another country, they will, how you call it? They will be okay with your country's holidays. Meaning, for instance, 4th of July, they will be okay for you to order in 4th of July. If, for instance, they are in a holiday today, July 1st, they will take your order on July 4th, even though, in United States, not a holiday. If they're in a holiday, they will not take your order. So be mindful of that too, because it happened to me. I used to work with this vendor from India, and when they were in a holiday, they will not be open, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, the same thing with Brazil. When they're not open, they're not open. This is another beautiful Cacoxenite hearts. Oh. They call it Super 7, but I don't think they're Super 7. But they are Cacoxenites. I think they are about Super 5. So, but they're gorgeous. And I think I'm almost at the end. So those are my tips for when you're dealing with vendors. Number one, don't just go for the cheapest vendor. The one that you see online just because they're cheap and they got good price. The relationship with your vendor is everything in your business. Take your time to look what they have. Don't just pick everything you see that is cheap and good price. They're keep in mind that they're probably going to take about 1 month. That's the average, a month or 2 months. Do not pick a vendor that, for instance, do your research as far as where those crystals are mainly from. So in my case, these crystals, citrines, amethysts, that I sell are mainly from Brazil or South America. So I'm not going to buy from China, vendors from China or India, even though there are some, like amethysts, are usually you can find them from China, but I usually will buy it from South America because they're closer, number one. The shipping is going to be a lot cheaper for that. And also because in Uruguay, for instance, it's actually more beautiful amethyst than China. In my case, I will choose that instead of Chinese vendors. Number, what was, I don't know what number I am, but then the next one will be respectful, that they're from a different country, so they're probably going to pronounce their things there in different language, in a different accent. So be mindful of that. Just be patient, like you will do it with anybody else. Number, whatever it is, if the vendor is in a different country and they will not respect your holidays, but you do have to respect their holidays because you're doing business in their country. So like I said, I did the business today, 1st of July, not because it's not a holiday here in the United States, doesn't mean that in Brazil it's not a holiday. So if there's a holiday over there, they probably close. So be mindful and be respectful that they will not do business on that day. So these are my last pieces. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. This is Citrine, and this is from the section of Baha'i, if I'm not mistaken, she said to me. Amazing. And this is so unique because they have the two things that I will always want to have, which is light and also peace. What else you want in life? And I have 2 more to go, so stay with me. Okay, it's really cool to see from different countries. Oh no, this is in English. No, it's in Portuguese. How nice. Okay. They're amazing. They're very gorgeous. The energy again is breathtaking. And the last piece, they're the small ones. Look at this one. And I'm going to show you in a little bit the two separate, where they come from. For those who don't know, the two different crystals they come from. This is citrine with lepidolite. So I will show you the two different kinds. But it's just because it's really rare they are actually together, melted together. Oh my gosh. That's why I got it, because it's so unique. And as you can see, you see it over there with so much rainbow. Again, these are going to be on my shop pretty soon. I think I'm going to post them soon. My passion with crystals has been an evolution. If you see my crystals from the start, like I said, I make those mistakes too. I would say, oh, I love them, they're so pretty, okay, I'll get them. But now it's either things that it has to bring something in me. Crystals that bring something to me, peace. So all these crystals that I got have helped me in the past with some energy that I needed to bring something in my life. And definitely citrine is being, and as you can see, I even have citrine all the time. Super 7, having it all the time in my jewelry and everything, because I truly believe in it. So again, that's about it. I hope you enjoy my unboxing. Again, do your research as much as possible because this is basically your bread and butter. In Etsy, where I sell my crystals, there are thousands and thousands, and if not millions, of crystal sellers. And what will you stand out is your passion, your love for it, and make sure you show them. So make sure you take your time, and if you have a good relationship with those vendors, they will totally understand it. I will literally say, can you make it more white? Can you take the ones that are too dark or too light or too this or too that? And they will be happy to do it. But at the same time, if you don't have that relationship, they don't really care. They just want to sell it to you, and they want to obviously they want to make you happy because they want you to come back, just the same as us. But if you don't tell them what you want, they're not going to know. Be patient, because usually, like I said, they don't speak the same language as you. And if they do, it's very limited. So if they say it differently, make sure that you be as clear as possible and patient. What else I encountered in the past? Put everything in writing. So if there's any questions, you can go back and say, but remember I said this and that. I have never had a problem with my vendors, to be quite honest, except one time, but it was just very minimal. It really did not matter. There's going to be times that a crystal is going to chip. You just have to deal with it. These are being sent from overseas. It will take about a month. The longest it was a month and a half that I have to wait. Sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's 2 days. Like this one I ordered it on Friday. The longest process was actually select them, because they didn't have all of them at the same time. So I have to wait until they have all of them. What else I recommend? If you do it on online, those wholesales vendors, make sure that you do your research, where they're from, how they do things. For instance, are they selling citrine in China? Why they're selling citrine in China? Make sure that you do your research. I would not, for instance, if I see citrine in China, I will have to look very well. Like I will have to do like a live meetup to look at their jewelry. But I've seen some very beautiful, for instance, in Nigeria. I have a vendor in Nigeria and they have beautiful citrine, so I wanna question them. But at the same time, what do you want to sell? What do you want your perfect customers to have? In my opinion, for me was, hi sweetie, my puppy just woke up. For me is to have that light and peace. So that's why my motivation is when I get crystals for my customers, for my girls, for my ladies. So yeah, so those are my motivation. Manifestation is also my motivations when I buy crystals for my customers. So it depends on what it is. I haven't shown it here, but another crystal that I am fan number one is, as you know, is malachite, and I look for the best vendor for malachite. So what I do, and I just go for one, I go for several ones, and I would take my time, even months, to get the best malachite. Why? Because malachite is my favorite. As a matter of fact, you will see me with a new tattoo of my favorite crystal malachite that I have of a heart shape. So anyways, thank you so much for everything. I love you very much, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.